In the world of television sitcoms, the crossing of worlds can create some truly unforgettable moments. The unique dynamics between characters and their respective worlds can combine in ways that provide both humor and heart. In 2025, The Conners aired an episode that gave audiences the rare joy of what seemed like a cross between young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory. While these shows have their own distinct settings, humor, and character arcs, the latest episode of The Conners cleverly fused the nerdy brilliance of Sheldon Cooper, the goofy charm of his friends, and the blue-collar relatability of the Connor family into something both nostalgic and refreshingly new. It was a beautiful and unexpected crossover that had viewers buzzing. A fresh take on the Connor family. At first glance, it might seem surprising that a show like The Conners, grounded in working-class life and raw, real humor, could merge seamlessly with the eccentric intellectual chaos of The Big Bang Theory. Yet this episode used the perfect blend of quirky storytelling and clever writing to find common ground between the two shows. In the episode, Dan Connor, the patriarch of the Connor family, finds himself forced to hire a geek consultant to help the family navigate a complex new business venture. When the consultant, introduced as a slightly more socially awkward version of Sheldon Cooper, walks into the Connor household, his complete lack of social grace and his obsession with orderliness brings a completely new dynamic to the family. The consultant, Dr. Gregory Fields, is a genius in engineering and science, but lacks any understanding of the basic human emotions and social cues that the Connors are so used to dealing with. His interactions with the family are both absurd and endearing, particularly when he tries to explain quantum mechanics to Becky, who's trying to understand how to sell furniture for a new business. Watching him explain these concepts with Sheldon-like enthusiasm, while Becky, who has zero scientific background, nods along trying to make sense of it, leads to a lot of hilarious moments. Dan's reactions to Dr. Fields are particularly funny. Dan, ever the blue-collar working man, struggles to keep his patience as the geek consultant gets overly involved in trivial details, such as the exact angles of chairs in the showroom or the structural integrity of every piece of wood in the furniture. It's a true clash of worlds. As The Big Bang Theory often used to do, the contrast between the highly intelligent and socially unaware geeks and the more grounded, common-sense characters provides endless comic potential. Dan's increasingly bewildered attempts to get it mirror the dynamics of The Big Bang Theory's interactions, where characters like Leonard and Penny or Raj and Sheldon clash due to their vastly different worlds and ways of thinking. The geek consultant and the Connors' quirky family dynamics. This episode of The Connors also leans heavily on a hallmark of the Big Bang universe, the geek culture that permeates the lives of the characters. Dr. Fields, like Sheldon Cooper, brings his love of science fiction, video games, and comic books into the mix, and it's here that we see an unexpected and hilarious connection between the Connors and the Big Bang Theory. As part of the furniture business plan, Dr. Fields insists that they include a tech corner in the store, where customers can purchase gadgets, gaming consoles, and sci-fi memorabilia. This sparks a huge debate between the Connors. Roseanne would likely roll her eyes at such frivolous suggestions, while Jackie might secretly love the idea but claim it's not practical. Meanwhile, Darling gets swept up in Dr. Fields' infectious enthusiasm for obscure comic book references, leading to one of the most delightful crossover moments. In one standout scene, Darlene and Dr. Fields bond over their shared love of Doctor Who and Marvel Comics. As they argue about the merits of the latest Doctor Who season, it's a perfect nod to the type of geeky conversations that the Big Bang Theory's characters, especially Sheldon and Leonard, often had. Meanwhile, Jackie, whose interest in the sci-fi world is more minimal, tries to act interested, which results in a hilarious and awkward exchange between her and Dr. Fields. Her lack of knowledge about the subject leads to one of the funniest running gags in the episode. The entire sequence is a love letter to both the Big Bang Theory and young Sheldon, with Dr. Fields channeling a Sheldon-like obsession with trivia in detail. In this case, his inability to understand social cues, like taking over the entire conversation about Doctor Who and lecturing about the importance of the latest tech gadget, is a direct nod to Sheldon Cooper's notorious social awkwardness. Fans of The Big Bang Theory will instantly recognize this dynamic and feel a deep sense of nostalgia for the show that made the keep chic culture mainstream.